Alright, so this isn't something that I thought I'd be doing a video on anytime soon, or maybe even ever. I didn't anticipate this, but this is what's happening in my life right now. And it's called rejection. And I've been sitting in front of my phone for about 10-15 minutes trying to figure out where to start with this, how to start this. I wrote a whole page of notes, but somehow it just doesn't feel authentic enough to express what I really want to express, I guess. And I don't even know what that is, but I guess it's just a hope that by sharing this and being vulnerable, I can help somebody with maybe an experience that they're having that relates to this, or an experience that they have had. I don't even know. But I'll tell you what, I'm being very hypercritical of myself, very judgmental, and it's feels like I'm putting up roadblocks, like mental roadblocks in my mind every time I try to go somewhere with the understanding or reasoning. It just gets cut off by judgment, and just gonna kind of go for it, I guess. So yeah, rejection is what I got to experience this week, and I'm smiling while saying that because it took me a couple days to come around to the understanding. I mean, I always had it, but I just was self-deprecating because that's what my experience brought up for me. Other times and other memories in my life where I have experienced rejection, stemming all the way back to childhood, and it's just kind of like screaming loudly at me, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. So bear with me. Hopefully something I say in here can help somebody somewhere and help myself. I believe it will. So yeah, I don't really even have any like sophisticated way of talking about this other than just being vulnerable and real with what's going on. Oh my God, I'm shaking. This is crazy. And part of me feels like I'm making a bigger deal out of this than I should be. But then again, that's exactly it, is, you know, the idea that I should be feeling a certain way about this, because I can reason with it, I can intellectualize, I can understand, and it's just, I'm going on this wicked merry-go-round in my mind that isn't really fun, but I'm not really sure where to stop it. So I'm just going to kind of talk about it. Hopefully something comes out of this that is useful. I'll get to the freaking point. All up in my feels this week. Rejected earlier this week. Brought back feelings of when I was a child, not being good enough, not having the life experiences that I saw other people having, and that I imagined for myself that if I was having those good experiences, or whatever, they looked good to me, if I was having those, then that means that I, am desirable. And God, this sounds so egotistical. So superficial. And this isn't even making sense, I know, but this is where my mind is at right now with this damn feeling and experience. So, yeah. It's causing me to call on multiple memories that make me sink deeper into the pain of feeling defeated. And that's something that I really hate. I hate being or feeling defeated. And I feel that way. And it's heavy and it's a bully, and it's causing me to, like I said, come up with more experiences and memories and instances of times that I've felt defeated, going all the way back to being a kid. And I had a lot of those as a child. I was very tiny. I just wasn't cute, or, like, for lack of a better idea or concept, I just didn't ever, like, feel like the other girls. And I don't even know how they were feeling, right? Because that's just my assumption. But I guess, always felt like I was going to be this little odd duckling. And that's kind of what I feel like right now with this freaking experience, this rejection that I experienced this weekend. And I know there's all kinds of, like, adages and all that shit that we say to ourselves about, one door closes, another one opens, and, the universe knows that there's better for you. That's why it took this thing out of your path, and la 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 la. But those things aren't working right now. And it's just got me, like, wallowing in this fucking self-pity. And I'm trying to be lighthearted about it because, like I said, it's heavy, and the heavier that I make it for myself by calling on all of these experiences that felt like this throughout my lifetime is self-sabotage. It's not helping me, but I don't know if other people do this, and I think that they do, and kind of even hope that they do, just to feel a little normalcy, sense of normalcy. When I feel down, it's like I want to just, like, bury myself with more things that make me feel down. And it's like when you're on a high, you're on a high. When you're on a low, you're on a low. And, those kind of things where you, like, if you get broken up with and you, like, play all this sad music and you want to cry and you want to feel these things. And, but I guess the other idea that rejecting these feelings and rejecting this experience for myself and just trying to deny the reality of the situation and just move quickly through it without allowing myself to discover what I'm supposed to learn from this is kind of like a sense of entitlement that I don't need to be feeling any type of ill feeling or any negative way, because that's not what I want. It sounds weird to say that that's like a sense of entitlement, but entitlement that all things, being entitled to the idea that all things have to be easy and fun and great, and that's what's worth it. I don't want to digest that. I don't even know if this is making sense, but I just got to stop judging myself in my head because it's not allowing me to get this shit out. And I've been doing some inner child work for a little while, and this rejection, let me start there, actually. I was doing that, and, when the going gets tough, I want to distract myself. And so that's what I did. And I told myself that I was doing that. And then I told myself that, whatever, you're fine. You're just having fun. Whatever, this is just life. Go with it. And so, boom. The universe presented me with some rejection. And I'm going to try to choose to look at it as redirection rather than rejection, right? That's also one of those adages that we have. And it did help me a lot because I've been pretty unmotivated, pretty unfocused. I don't want to say avoiding doing this, but I certainly haven't been like focusing on, you know, my shit that I really want to be doing. And so, yeah, long story short, I decided to distract myself and go against what I thought or what I've told myself that I know to be true, or at least I think I know to be true for myself. And the universe definitely redirected me. It's having me, you know, get back into this, do this again, and maintain focus. God, this sucks. And he did it in a really nice way. He did it, you know, he was totally honest with me. I'm not mad at him for the way he did it, but I am more upset with, I guess, how I'm handling it. Man, that just kind of came to me, I guess, that idea that I'm really just wrapped up in how I'm handling this. And is that like what it's not what oh my God, I don't even know what the fuck to say. So when we get rejected, you know, and we talk to people about it, and, you know, they're usually, you know, got the ideas like, no, it's not you, blah, 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 like, you're fine, it's, you know, it's not you, it's them, and they try to say all these things to make you feel better and to pull you away from your own self-deprecating ideas. And I guess I never really looked at it as like self-deprecating, because I always try to look at it as in, you know, what am I going to learn from this? What is this trying to teach me? But what I'm doing is internalizing someone else's decision and trying to figure out, you know, I'm taking kind of like responsibility for their decision and trying to figure out what I can learn from the decision that they made. And I'm kind of undermining, you know, the decisions that I'm making on how I'm handling it and what I'm doing with it. I'm just kind of like letting my emotions take the wheel and drive me through this, you know, journey of discovery. And it, like, I just feel like my windows are cloudy. I don't see anything that I like. And it's just causing me to like crawl back into my shell, and that's not really the person that I like to be. I can't say that I am or aren't, because I definitely am part of that. I'm doing that right now. And I kept telling myself that, you know, it takes bravery and courage to get rejected, because if you get rejected, that just means that you are trying something, and that takes bravery. And as much as I tell myself that, it's really just not, you know, doing me the justice that I hoped it would do. And I've got so much shit going on in my head right now that I can't even fucking talk. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm talking to myself. And it's not helping. I guess I wrote at the top of my notes here, what would you say to a friend that's struggling with rejection? I already kind of talked about that, but I didn't even get anywhere with it. This shit has me all kinds of messed up. Oh, confused and spinning in a circle and reeling over and over again in my brain and attacking myself. I feel at war with myself. What did I write? I wrote something. Being at war with yourself is disobedience to evolve. Yeah. Rejecting my evolution. Well, that didn't taste good, but it kind of felt good in my gut. Rejecting my evolution. Yeah, well, guess that's what I'm doing by spending too much time trying to understand the premise behind their decision. I know I'm not like a typical cookie cutter type of girl at all. And I really actually pride myself on being that or not being that. I like the fact that I'm kind of strange and very different and not for everybody. But at the same time, that's what's, I guess, got me feeling like I don't really feel like I need to conform, but I'm just wondering in my brain, like if I was different and more typical, would I be experiencing this? And I probably would be from within myself and not necessarily from with other people that don't understand the confidence that it takes to not run with the crowd. You know, one of my best friends told me that a few people have told me that I'm a very intimidating person, and that, you know, he told me my confidence is one of the best things about me. And I do believe that. I have some pretty overwhelming confidence, but certainly doesn't seem like it right now. Doesn't feel like it. But and I find myself, what I'm thinking right now, I just find myself kind of like second guessing that, like, is it confidence or, you know, is it like arrogance? And nobody wants to believe they're arrogant, but if I can recognize that, then it means that I have it inside of me. And that's something, I guess, that I want to learn from. This doesn't even make sense. I don't even know if this is helpful. I'm being very judgmental, for, again, lack of a better term, about everything that I'm thinking right now, and I can't even spit these thoughts out. And so I don't want to stop this right here because I'm so unfinished, but if you don't make it through this video, I totally understand. I can barely make it through this video. All right, I'm gonna watch this video. I'm probably gonna post this because I don't record. I mean, I don't, like, never post something that I record. I post everything that I record. And I don't want this to be something that I reject because it's all over the fucking place and it doesn't even make any sense. And I don't even know if it's helpful, but this is the experience that I'm having right now. And I don't even know what to say about it. It just is. It just is. I read something that, you know, enjoy the discord. And yes, because without that, I wouldn't appreciate, you know, the things that are easier and more free-flowing in life. And so I kind of wrote, enjoy the discord so you can discover your resiliency and growth. And yeah, if I allow myself to just kind of sit in this and not make it harder for myself by, burying myself with negative experiences and negative self-talk, then maybe this will be a little bit more enjoyable, because I can stop clouding my own judgment with past experiences that I can't do anything about, and allow myself to just kind of move through this as a, vulnerable individual right now. And I guess that's what I feel like I need to do, and I want to do. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stop this here, because I don't want to just keep talking about nothing. And that's kind of what I feel like I just did for 20 minutes. And maybe I'll watch this and do a follow-up. But damn, this shit's got me stuck. If you watched this, thanks. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is my experience that I'm having. I'm not sorry for it. I'm not. All right, Jen. Get it together. All right, I'll be back. If this is what rejection does to you, let me know so I don't feel like such a psycho. And I do feel like a degenerate. I know feelings aren't facts, and I know that's harsh and extreme and whatever, but that's how I'm feeling. Feeling defective and defeated. And I feel like I'm running in place in my mind right now. I can't even go anywhere. All right, I'm done with this. I will come back with something different, maybe. We'll see where this takes me. If you watch this, thank you. Thanks.